Hi, I'm Mike Shinley. Thanks for dropping by. I posted a previous video making a similar hand plane to this and had a comment asking about seeing the hand plane in action. This is the second prototype of this plane size and style, which I made back in January of 2021. I've been regularly using and enjoying it ever since. The wood I'm working on is maple that came with a variety of about 100 other 3" by 3" by 18" blocks of rough sawn, soft and hardwoods from a local homestead. I believe it's silver maple, but we have a variety of maple trees here in northwest Indiana, so I could be off on which maple this is. My idea here was to spend 3 minutes to plane this and see how it looked as a demonstration. This isn't any kind of class on planing, just a simple demonstration of the hand planes I make doing what they're intended to do. As I started off planing this block, I could tell I was going downhill into the grain and getting some tear out, so I rotated it 180 degrees and continued, trying to reduce the tear out and get smoother shavings. After a bit more planing, I thought I'd be fighting the grain less than I was. That's when I realized the wood was figured, which means this is really special but also a bit tricky for a hand plane. Unlike straight grain wood, where the fibers run nice and predictable, figured maple is like nature's abstract art. The grain dances and swirls, creating stunning patterns that catch the light in a wonderful way. One moment you're planing with the grain smooth as butter, and the next it flips on you, running uphill or diving into a knot. The fibers twist and interlock, sometimes even doubling back on themselves. It's beautiful, but it's a workout for your plane and your patience. When you're working curly maple with a wooden hand plane, you've got to stay sharp, literally and figuratively. The grain might shift every inch or two, so you're working the wood as you go. One pass you're gliding along the wave of a curl, the next you hit a tear out where the grain reverses. That's the magic and the madness of figured maple. It keeps you on your toes, forcing you to feel the wood through the plane, adjust your angle, and maybe even flip the board to work it from the other side. In keeping with the idea of a quick demonstration of this wooden hand plane in action, I ended up giving it a pretty serious test, one which I think shows a great utility of hand planes. In about 3 minutes, I was able to get this beautiful and dense curly maple to a presentable stage, but it could still use some more refinement. There is some visible tear out and the wood is not completely flattened, but it's 90% ready to go. If you want to see more of these quick demonstrations with other species of wood, please let me know in the comments and I'll get to it. And if you'd like to find out more about purchasing one of these wooden hand planes, I'll provide a link in the description. You can buy a plane with a variety of wood species and a hawk blade, or digital plans for a plane along with a couple links to where you can purchase the accompanying hawk blade. Here's a look at the results and a pretty quick workout for both me and the hand plane. Not bad for what I thought was just a random piece of maple. It's interesting what you can find in the dark corners of your shop. Thanks for watching and have a great day.